babe. Oh, she's had a little drip as well. Can you turn that down, please? Oh, cool. And I'm like, not doing this for the fun of it. Good morning, my wonderful friends. I hope you are really well. Today, it's December. So I thought I would do like a Vlogmas style video. Not doing Vlogmas. I don't know how people do Vlogmas. It's been a while because Daisy hasn't been particularly well. She's had a really nasty sickness bug and a really nasty cold on top of that. So kind of like a double whammy, bless her. Today is exciting because we're putting up the Christmas decorations and I'm currently making breakfast for everyone. Bacon going, I've got some hash browns. Just have a cozy day. It's horrible outside. I don't know if you can hear the rain. And to put Christmas decorations up at this time of year really helps to jolly things up. Morning and happy Monday. Yesterday we decorated the Christmas tree and as you know I said Daisy's not feeling. Turn that down please. Daisy's not feeling too well and she's still off school today. I don't know if you can hear but she's currently watching Home Alone. I had a really cool parcel delivered today. It is from the foot and mouth painting artists. I thought we'd open this up together and see what we got. Oh, cool. Okay, a 100-piece puzzle from an original painted with the mouth by Lucia. I don't know about you, but I love a puzzle at Christmas time, so that is going to be great. The MFPA is an international association for disabled artists who paint without the use of their hands. The partnership reproduces our artists' original paintings as unique greeting cards, calendars, and a wide range of other products, which bring vital financial security to the artists. Christmas is a particularly important time for our organisation, which is best known for its beautiful and inspiring Christmas cards. To see our full range of Christmas products, head to our website, which I'll leave here. I am definitely going to be supporting this. I think when you can support disabled people and disabled businesses, then that is something that I will definitely do. So if you want to check them out, then please feel free to go and have a look. And I know what I've got here, but I can't show you because I actually chose it as a Christmas present for Shaun. Now, I don't know if you have seen over on Instagram, but a couple of days ago I did a post about leaving packages on a doorstep and it causing an obstruction for disabled people, like when they leave the packages on the ramp. I did make a short about it as well, but over on Instagram it went a little bit viral and it's had 1.8 million views. What? Not again. If you're delivering packages to a property that has a ramp outside, chances are they're going to be using a wheelchair or mobility aid to get into their house. If you leave boxes on the ramp like this, it causes an obstruction. I can't reach my front door key to get in, and there's no way I can move these boxes because they're so heavy and I'm completely off balance. Ugh. And if I'm already in the property, don't just dump it and run, because now I can't get out of my property and then it becomes a safety issue. Be a champ, leave it off the ramp. When you get a lot of views, you get a lot of comments and you get a lot of people popping in who might not have seen my content before. And there was just one comment that stood out to me and really struck a chord with me. I don't know what it is. They said, why don't you just buy a storage locker and stop complaining? So that really, really angered me. First of all, storage lockers, I had a look at them and they start at like £200 and go up to like £400 or £500. And second of all, like, isn't it common sense not to leave stuff in the doorway of somewhere, because not only is it a trip hazard, but it's also a fire hazard and a safety issue, as I've said in the video. It's just a wider problem that I think needed to be highlighted. I wasn't whinging and moaning and complaining. I think the difference is when you whinge and moan, it's like, oh, the weather, isn't it just so awful today? You're just saying something and not really expecting any sort of outcome. When you're being a disability activist, you're talking about an issue to an audience of people to raise awareness, highlight an issue, and hopefully make change. What's really awesome about the video that I did post was I was contacted by someone who worked for Amazon and made safety content for Amazon, and they said that they were going to share this video to make changes, which I think is fantastic, and that is exactly why I made that video. Another thing that happens when I make viral videos is non-disabled people seem to like come along and then say, that doesn't happen.
That's never happened.
And I'm like, I'm not doing this for the fun of it. It did happen. Don't tell me it didn't happen. And it's like, why do they not want to believe it? And after that comment, I put a message out on Instagram asking you, like, why do you think that is? And I was reading some of your comments, and I'm going to share some of them because I think it's really interesting. Like, quite a lot of people were saying that non-disabled people don't like to kind of admit that there is problems and that changes need to be made sometimes, or they don't want to even acknowledge that disabled people exist within society because they think our lives are so dreadful and terrible, and they don't want to admit that there are problems, or maybe face it themselves because they could never see themselves as having a disability because it is so awful and tragic. And yes, ableism exists and it is difficult, but you know, our lives aren't tragic or awful. Maybe sometimes non-disabled people feel guilty because they see, actually, yeah, there is an issue there, and they feel guilty that they're not kind of like helping with the change in that. You know, it's really like deep-rooted right down in their subconscious somehow. I don't want to accept that changes need to be made, you know, as long as they're all right, then why do we need to bother for a tiny percentage of the population? Which it's not. And also, I think sometimes people don't see the wider problem. They don't see the access issues. They don't feel like it's a big deal until it happens to them. You don't realise how much of a struggle something so tiny and so simple is, and how impactful it can be upon your day and upon your life. You know, leaving packages on a ramp, that's just so simple and so stupid. So many people commented that they had never even thought of that before, or realised that it was even an issue, and people were listening and were sort of wanting to help make the change. But you know, when it is something so simple and people are being completely closed off and narrow-minded and negative about it, they just think, oh well, just move it to the side, it's not a big deal. So I am going to keep going, and you know, disabled people are not complaining. We are highlighting these issues to say that there are problems and that we want changes made to make the world more accessible and fairer for everybody. We're not getting on our high horses. We don't want to feel like we're trying to be better than anyone else. We just want equality, and we want to be listened to. Complaining is when you don't want change. Activism is when you're highlighting an issue for change. What do you think? Have you encountered this? Have people told you to stop complaining or moaning when actually you're just highlighting a really simple issue that is actually quite simple to change? And another thing I would like to know is, have you stopped yourself from raising an issue or talking out about something because you don't want to be seen as that disabled person complaining again? I know I have.
She's probably away with the fairies.
No, come on in.
Bindi! Hello, baby! Look at you, have you been brave? Oh, poor baby. Oh, she's had a little drip as well. Bindi has had her eyes done today.
Poor little boo.
Poor baby Boo. Some of you lovely people were asking how Bindi was because she had a lump removed, which turned out to be a mast cell tumour, but it wasn't one of the nasty ones. And then straight after that, she then got ulcers in her eye, which is quite common in boxers, and it went on and on and on. So today she had to have like her eyeballs scraped. But yeah, so now she's got lots of medication and we've got to keep on top of it. This is exciting. We're finally out. Daisy Belle is finally feeling a little bit better. But yeah, she's been ill for about 2 weeks. Today we are meeting up with my sister and Daisy's cousins because we are going out for a little Christmas lunch to Yo Sushi, which I know is very festive. And then we're going to see the Muppet Christmas Carol at the Brighton Dome with a live orchestra. So the whole movie is set with live music, which is going to be really exciting to see. And a fun fact for you about the Brighton Dome, you know I love a fun fact, but it's where ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1970 something. Oh, we're in! It's exciting!
Seats out here, Gemma, the one next to you.
Thank you! Oh, look at that, there's your seat! Look at that! Oh, wow! We have had our lovely dinner at Yo Sushi and now we're just waiting to watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. It's really cool. We've got such good seats here at the Dome and it's really exciting to see the live orchestra. So good, wasn't it, Daisy? Did you enjoy that? Yeah, the music was so nice. I definitely recommend going to see a show with a live orchestra like that. They've also got The Holiday coming up and Love Actually as well. So yeah, I really loved it and felt so Christmassy as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed this kind of vloggy style video. We're just in here now having a bit of a cozy afternoon. Daisy's here wrapping some presents for me, which I am super thankful for. Make sure you subscribe. Oh look, there's Tinky. Make sure you subscribe. I'll make some more videos like this on the lead up to Christmas if I can. Everybody stay as well as you can. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Can you hear Bindi snoring?